came up the long way, they tryna end me. But I don't give a fuck cause my mama decides my funeral.
Stay silent, very informational. Okay. Let's listen and observe, man. Let's see.
Brought to you by Air Up. The Swiss call this cheese fromage d'alpage, which means cheese from the high mountain pastures. Master cheesemakers retreat to their chalets high in the Swiss Alps to make this special cheese. These individuals follow a tradition of cheesemaking that goes back to the Middle Ages. Swiss cheese is produced by cheesemakers who hike their most attractive cows high into the Alps for 5 months.
Is that Bill? No, I'm tweaking. I thought it was Bill 9.
In the morning, they milk their cows' drippy udders for about 7 minutes using a milking machine. Patting the cow's hindquarters increases its arousal during the process, which results in milk with a higher fat content.
Okay. See, I want to say so much things though, but informational. This how we starting off the stream though?
Meanwhile, in the room with 2 giant saucepans, previously harvested milk has its fat skimmed from the top, which is put in a slop bucket. Meanwhile, in Uncle Gary's rustic cabin that he bought to finally get away from his stupid fat wife, Uncle Gary adds live bacteria to the milk to help preserve it, and roasts it in a cauldron over an open flame. While roasting, the milk's dust is removed with a dustpan, and an enzyme called renin is added while Uncle Gary enjoys swirling his arm in his new milky white bliss.
Dog, what?
After about 40 minutes, these active ingredients create a disgustingly goopy pile of slop known as cheese curd.
No gloves or nothing though? Like, I'm sorry, this is gonna sound so crazy, but like, this reminds me of like the recent reels I've been seeing with like Indian niggas wearing like, Indian niggas, they be digging in their ass and then they put their hands in the food. That shit pisses me off. Why? No, please, bro. And I'm not saying that's all Indians, but like I've seen specific videos of just Indian like employees putting their hands in their genitals, man, and like that shit nasty, bro. Come on, put some gloves on her, son. What you doing?
He then uses a wire broom
so a racist. I'm telling you what I've seen. I'm not saying that's all Indian people. I'm not, bro. Come on, bro. If the documentary says his wife is bad, she bad. Whatever the narrative says goes, bro.
Sweep up the cheese curd, which is something he probably should have done before using the dustpan. Oh, now he's got 2 dustpans. Well, fuck off, Uncle Gary, you good-for-nothing showboater. A mysterious stranger enters from just off frame as Gary continues to absent-mindedly continue to mix the mixture, separating the curds and leaving behind the liquid called whey. Uncle Gary, you are so bad at sweeping, it's unreal. An electric mixer then does the whole job far better than any human ever could. The cheesemaker then washes his arms and hands because any impurities in the cheese would ruin it. This step seems meaningless because he was molesting the cheese with his bare arms earlier.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, you can't tell. Come on, bro. I know. I'm like, yo, you even show like you washing your hands or nothing. Come on, bro.
But it's not my job to commentate, only to narrate. One of the best perks of working at the cheese factory is you get to do this, which is often described by cheesemakers as having a Swiss orgasm. Using cheesecloth, Uncle Gary and the mysterious stranger experience a wholesome homosexual meet-cute by filtering out the curds. Unfortunately, both of them are straight, but that's not going to stop any of the ravenous Swiss cheese cinematic universe fanfiction writers all over the internet. The cheesemaker stuffs the sack of cloth into a mold and presses it while screaming, become cheese, damn you!" to remove the leftover whey. 3 molds can be placed into a wooden cheese press at the same time. Fun cheese fact, this process was the inspiration for the Queen and David Bowie song, Crazy Train. After a long day of being pressed, the cheese is then tucked into bed so it can get enough rest to do it all again tomorrow. Nighty-night, cheese. If too much liquid is left in the cheese, the Prime Minister of Switzerland has vowed that he will declare martial law for the entire country for the next year until the problem is corrected. The next morning, the excess cheese created by the mold is cut off and thrown in the garbage. According to Swiss cheese propaganda, this and every other part of the process is done by hand, even though we literally saw them using an electric mixer just 1 minute ago.
Oh, Pika, is that Kobe emotes? Like, that's Kobe, but is that like from the streamer Kobe? Did my cousin just call me? He has to send me a text I can't answer right now. Yeah, damn, bro. I was over here like, what are you talking about? I was like, I seen the Discord. I was like, yeah, I had no fucking idea. I'm like, damn, I ain't know that. I couldn't even tell you why. I don't know.
Not making this part up.
Harry,
After a saltwater
Harry
bath,
still got
it's
those,
time
bro.
For the
Oh my
cheese to be
gosh.
put on a cheese shelf, which acts as their form of government, similar to a caste system. Cheese on higher shelves have more rights, power, and authority than the cheeses on the lower shelves, just like God intended. Meanwhile, in the Hall of Loyal Cheeses, the Swiss
that's your
president
boy?
elects the
I see
prime
him.
candidate for one final top-secret mission to assassinate Director Mozzarella, ending their competition in the cheese market and ensuring Switzerland's complete dairy dominance.
Dominance.
And now, a quick word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Air Up. The Hugbees Educational Network would like...
See, I thought there was gonna be a troll ad. I ain't gonna lie. I want to skip, but I thought it was gonna be a troll ad. I thought he was gonna say some dumb shit. All right, get your money, bro. Get your money. Get your money. And now I ain't gonna lie. If this wasn't a live channel, I'll do ads, but I might just do like, if I have the option, video ads. I ain't gonna lie to you. Imagine watching imagine like being in the middle of a live reaction video and it's like, hey, this video is sponsored by, like, bro, the fuck out of here, nigga. Come on, bro. Not this video though. Shout out to you. I'm talking about me. Cause I'ma sound like I work at, back in the day when I worked in JCPenney, I used to have that freaking high pitch ass voice, bro, just so I could sound nice.
when early man used stones as tools. The modern hammer evolved from those first crude implements. But with its forged steel design and user-friendly
This
handle,
Miami
the
rolling.
hammer of today is strikingly different. Before we begin, here is exclusive footage of a hammer hammering some nails.
Okay.
Now here's a hammer pulling them out. A rare sight many of you viewers have probably never seen before. It starts with a thick steel bar. An automated system loads it into an induction furnace, set at more than 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. The fierce heat makes the steel malleable. This forge hammer, replicating what I do to your mother, pounds the hot steel into a series of hammer-shaped impressions. At this
What?
stage, we now have a glowing hammer, which is far too powerful for mortal man to wield, as well as a dark anti-hammer. The shape goes into a shape press that presses the shape into a pressed shape.
Nah, Pika,
The
me too,
hammers
bro.
are cooled
Me
by
too,
being
bro.
placed into an art piece called The Evolution of Hammers. You know what? Never mind. Hammer making is stupid. So the factory has decided to throw out all of their hammers into an industrial grinder, destroying them once and for all. Just kidding. It's actually a tumbler filled with metal shavings to clean and polish the hammers. They then clamp the hammer in an automatic circumciser, polishing the hammer's head and making it easier to clean.
Oh, I
One
see it.
added benefit of this that isn't talked about often is that it also improves the speed of the hammer, allowing for more rapid thrusts.
What you mean by that?
Now, the milk from the previous segment about cheese is used to lubricate the hammer while ridges are carved into the hammer's head. The grid surface deals an additional 5 points of bleed damage every second when striking an enemy.
Bleed damage?
Next, the hammers are terminatored
Throw a 5
and
points
then
of bleed
quickly
damage.
rescued before any of them create a time paradox. Then it's off to a nice, safe, cooling dip. And oh my god! Oh Jesus! What the fuck just happened? Now it's time for another polish. Sometimes the polishing is so efficient, the hammers transform into leather rings. The leather rings are assembled in a tray, along with some plastic ones that are thrown in for style to create a suitable workplace dildo.
I did not think that's where they was going with that.
The end of the hammer is inserted into the rings and oh, excuse me. That's actually a suitable workplace male masturbator. My mistake. The end of the hammer is secured in a clamp, and something else deviously sexual happens to it. I mean, seriously, look at what's happening. You can feel the air getting warmer in that factory by the second.
Dog.
Using a series of Adam Sandler belts, they smooth the ends of the leather for a smooth
Adam
finish.
Sandler belts.
This is a tank of heavy lacquer, and this is the World Hammer Dunking Champion of 1997. Watch what happens when the two meet. Amazing. Anyway, when the lacquer dries, it'll give the hammer a tough, sleek finish. For a different kind of handle, they pour liquid blue inside this robotic male masturbator, which will eventually trap a nearby horny robot, who will then be exploited to make a superior hammer handle in exchange for his freedom of his robot genitals.
Supposed to be for like Tesla robots or some
the
shit?
excess cheese created by the mold is grinded off and thrown in the garbage. They stamp the model number onto the hammer. This is the 20th hammer ever built. Then it's on to the Hammer Ballet, where an interpretive dance version of The Evolution of Hammers is being performed. It's exceedingly boring. After they stamp the company logo onto the handle, the hammers are given an "I'm a Hammer" sticker, so customers can be sure of what they're buying. After all, there's some very confusing screwdrivers out there.
He's really calling people stupid now. That's crazy. Hey, bro, like,
When roller skates
if people really believe in this shit, this is misinformation as fuck, but it's funny. I'm here for it, bro. I'm here for it.
were invented by the Dutch in the 18th century, they put a whole
Like, imagine you like listen to this for educational purposes, and then you have kids and you tell your kids the same shit. Like, bro, you know how bad that will mess up a generation? You can skip this part. It's an ad too. Or
new
what?
spin on skating. Before that, people could only skate
This one isn't funny.
on ice surfaces. So the sport
Man, fuck a roller skates. You don't think it's funny? Or you don't think I'm gonna laugh at it, huh? Believe it or not, CNN fell for this. CNFNN. I didn't laugh at it. Where? How does CNN fall for this? Honestly, bro, they probably ran out of shit to even say, bro. They most definitely ran out of shit to say, bro, because news must have been boring. Because ain't no way they deadass thinking it's like a credible source, man. Come on.
Colored pencils come in basic color packages for school children, upgraded sets for architects and other professionals, and elaborate collections of shades for the serious artist. It isn't so much the color variety that determines the quality, but the pigment concentration in the lead.
So this one funny as fuck. The journalist was sleep deprived. He actually was.
This company produces colored pencils exclusively used for drawing Hugbees, the greatest content creator.
Man, he must have been up trying to get a freaking one-liner, man. He must have been trying to get the top news source, man. He was trying to get up there in journalism, man, for real.
In the entire world.
He wanted the top freaking one, bro.
The lead
That's what it do to
composition
you,
of
bro.
these pencils is special. When you paint over them with water, they smudge around a little bit and look like absolute shit. White, yellow, orange, red, stink, Movember, bloop, pertangle, racist green, mystery color, and even red again are available as colors for pencils.
Red again. But what the fuck is a borange?
Each color also comes in a version suitable for use as dog food, to give your pet delightfully colored poop to decorate your lawn.
Boring orange.
The entire process starts by boiling water, because 99% of all the planet's industry is made to boil water. More water is added to ensure the water stays wet enough. Powdered Swiss cheese is also sprinkled on top for flavor. The colored pencil dough is mixed until it turns green.
Whoa.
No matter what color is being made,
That shit is glitched like a mug. Let me go back 5 seconds.
pencil dough is mixed until it turns green.
And it glitches again.
No matter what color is being made, the mixture
Never mind. I'm not going back nowhere. What the hell was that, man? Come on, bro.
always turns green for some unexplainable reason. Meanwhile, at the packing peanut factory, production is going along smoothly. These processed chunks might be used to intensify color, or they could be used by Army medical officers to plug up bullet holes on the battlefield. We'll let you, the viewing audience, decide which one is true. The green stuff is squeezed into a rope which employees will use to swing over to the next factory where the pencils are made.
And then it don't like, though. I mean, I guess, bro. I just set this new one up too. I got a new plan. They sent me a whole new router. I might put the old router back on. Cause I plugged this in like 10 minutes before I started streaming, so it must be warming up, bro. I'm gonna give it a benefit of the doubt for now. We'll see, bro.
Using a very long and thin hammer with numbers written on it, workers measure the strands of green that have just been cut for uniformity. Then it's off to the wax bath for hardening. A single group of wax-coated pencils is not a threat, and can be... Oh god. Oh god, no. I am not trained for this. I am not trained for... Run! Everyone run! It's happening! Run! Run for your lives! Now it's time to play everyone's favorite instrument, the pencil accord.
Let's talk about I'm not trained for this.
Pencils found guilty of wanting to be pens are immediately executed. These pencils are the oracles, and are drawing how the universe will end.
He turns to Markiplier. I could hear that too. He low-key sound like him. I could see that. I could see that. He did sound like him right there.
I am not trained for... Run! Everyone run! It's happening! Run! Run for your lives!
Right there. I can hear it. I can hear that. Don't make cookies for cooking stream. Peek of what you do, bruh. Did you fuck up, bro? He said, oh god.
Now it's time to play everyone's favorite instrument, the pencil accord.
How you been, Nameless?
Pencils found guilty of wanting to be pens are immediately executed.
Bro, I'm geeked.
These pencils are the oracles,
What's going on?
and are drawing how the universe will end. This company makes its pencil bodies from wood as opposed to obsidian, because that would be fucking stupid. The grooves of the wood are filled with glue by this industrial-style roller skate. Then, the Omega 1000 Giga Crusher fills the wood with the leads.
Ain't nothing happy. I'm just.
Another
Hey,
piece of
bruh.
wood
Hey, man. Happy off life. Or probably just some other shit. Probably nothing bad happened. That's probably it. Probably nothing's even happening. That's probably
covers
it.
the lead, even though it doesn't really want to. Stress from the upcoming entrance exams press a hexagonal shape into the wood before they're sliced apart by the Slice Hexagonal Wood Shapes Apart machine.
Sure, Naomi, sure.
One at a time, the pencils shoot through a vat of green? Again? How does this keep happening? Once everything dries, the company burns their logo onto the wood because they can't help but get their capitalistic hands on everything produced by Mother Nature. This brand politely sharpens their pencils before sale. This incredibly advanced pencil sharpener only cost the company a reasonable $37 million.
This is my first time seeing this. That's crazy.
I'm not even going to begin to describe what's happening to the pencils here.
Oh no.
And finally, a worker with fabulous nails slides the pencils into their tray, making them ready for store shelves. Did you check your phone just now? See, I told you unwanted vibrations are the
See, I almost checked my phone. I was about to say, y'all heard that? Because I thought I was tripping. I'm like, yo, am I tripping?
absolute
I
worst.
thought it was just me.
Oh, and go watch my gaming channel. It's where I upload stuff while I'm working.
This is where everybody who believed you should not believe you no more. Because why are you doing this and having a... Yeah, bro, come on, man. Very informational video, man. I'm glad I knew this because I never knew this before. I mean, he even has how it's actually made. Sugar. He has sugar. Turning a spear outside in. What the hell? Okay, he been doing this. Okay. I sent another Huggies for later. Hugbees. I said Huggies. Hugbees.